What's going on, everybody? Forex Fargo checking in. Welcome to all the Fargians. I want to go ahead and, say welcome to everyone else that is just viewing this and everyone else that hasn't heard of myself. I am Forex Fargo out of Massachusetts. I've been trading for about 2 years now. Now I just wanted to actually share with you all, how it is that I catch 1,000 plus pips weekly on some weeks, and then other weeks I usually average around 500 or so. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this, right? Bong. So as you see, first thing on the screen, it says how I catch 1,000 pips weekly, right? Pretty much, what it is that I'm looking for. I'm looking for strong market structure levels, all right? I prefer to trade off of the higher time frames, aka mark up my levels off those higher time frames. Then I prefer to execute my trades off of the lower time frames. I usually make sure that my trades are at least always 1 to 2, at least 1 to 2 to 1 to 4 risk reward minimum, right? Always secure partial profits at 50 to 75 pips. Move stop loss and profit once partials are taken. Always move profits to so once you take those profits, right? So once partials are taken, regardless when you're done with the day, you guys have seen sometimes my trading, as long as I hit my targets, sometimes my trading is literally done by fucking, Tuesday, Wednesday and everything like that. And, if you notice about the market, most of the big moves don't happen until Wednesday, Thursday. I don't care for that. As long as I hit my weekly projections, and I'm done with it. Also, you need to eliminate yourself from over trading and revenge trading. And if you lose a trade, be content with losing a trade because you have tomorrow to live to trade again, right? Now, once again, if you are able to take those partial profits, you move those partial profits to your internal broker wallet, and then you withdraw it whenever you feel comfortable, right? Rinse, wash, and repeat. That will equal and bring you consistency in your life, okay? All right, now, pretty much how I caught this is that, I do my analysis, and I'm just pretty much just going to go over the analysis. Real quick, though, I guess I need to show you all in the Telegram kind of the signals that were sent. So give me a second. We are going to go ahead and share this Telegram real quick. We are going to go to our Fargo chat room, right? And then just go to the beginning of the week. So I believe, here we go. So the beginning of the week, you guys can see these analysis that were sent, right? We were anticipating Euro sells, from this blue zone, TPs, you'll see smashed all the way through here. I'm literally showing you guys the signals that I sent and how we followed up with them, which is why I was able to go ahead and catch those 1,000 pips, right? So they always say the proof is in the pudding, proof is in the pudding. Right, so that was the EA analysis. Our AU, you guys can see right above, right above this daily resistance level, right? So that's 2. GA, I noticed that, you'll see the GA had another pullback into to this black line over here, but once price did get, to these levels, this smashed for like 250 pips as well, right? GN analysis, same thing, wasn't able to catch the entire move. Price actually worked back off to this daily level up here, this 92, 891, 1.93 100 level or so, but we were able to catch this right here for 100 pips. Once again, as I always tell people, just because you do the analysis, just because you do the analysis, follow along with it, right? However, you don't need to catch everything that happens, right? As long as you catch a part of the move, understanding that, like, it was happening, then be content with that, right? GJ, this is no flex. My man, ladies and gentlemen, Fargo, look at this. This is from a couple weeks ago, from zone to zone, from daily level to daily high, right? This was a GJ. Buy limit that necessarily didn't get hit, but if they followed along with the analysis, and if I followed along with the analysis, I actually could have caught this for like 200 pips, right? But regardless, I'm not worried about that. EN, another sniper entry, price pushed all the way back up, and I think we caught this one for about 170 pips or so, right? USD CAD, another bada bing, bada boom. I was actually anticipating price to push up one more time, maybe create like another triple top or something like that, but another rejection to the upside. Price actually broke down from this 1.36 level. Once again, you guys can see all of it right there. Proof is in the pudding, just waiting for daily levels to held up, and then just riding it from zone to zone. This is probably the easiest way to fucking trade. EG, right? Did you notice that this red line right here, this red line was me anticipating the retest of this zone, right? And then, you know, trying to catch the anticipating a rally, trying to catch the drop back down to the daily low level at this 89,981 level, right? And so when I go into the charts, you know, you guys will see that. And, you know, this is literally just what I wanted to show you guys, you know, all these TPs hitting, TPs hitting, TPs hitting. So this is not necessarily, you know, going over, this is not me trying to show you guys, you know, to join my group. I don't care for that. You know, proof is in the pudding. You guys can see all of that. But so switching gears real quick, going back to the signals, all right? So now just starting off with chronological order, I believe we started with the EA. Let me just go ahead and pull this up real quick. And more importantly, make sure that we are recording. All right, so we are recording. The only reason I'm recording this without the screen in the top is because last time when I tried to record it, for some reason, it only recorded the screen. You guys know what I fucking look like. So at the end of the day, like, if you don't know what I look like, look at the fucking thumbnail, you know what I mean? Follow me on Instagram, regardless of that. So, you know, I'm just trying to do whatever makes the most sense. All right. So starting off, we were able to capitalize off of these EA sales, right? So if we go to EA, bada bing, bada boom, right? We were able to capitalize this. We caught about from, you know, entry to TP point, blah, 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 blah. It was about 225 pips or so, a little bit more generous or whatever. It could have been 245, but, you know, we'll call it, you know, 225. All right. Once again, just anticipating. You see, I already have these levels marked as daily highs. Look how many times price rejected this. You know, this is a 4 hours, so let's do it from a daily level, okay? So if you look at the daily over the past few weeks or so, right, we've had multiple rejections on this level. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I think on that 10th time right there, that's actually when, you know, I was comfortable with taking this out. Also, you know, I tell people all the time, you know, trading can be a little bit easy, but you notice how there are like 2 green candles right here. I usually try to look for the inverse to happen on the other side. So like if it happens on the left, I'm looking for it to play out on the right. So what I mean by that, like price broke from this 1.62 level all the way back up to this, you know, daily high level, right? So this move happened one time last week, right? This move happened 2 weeks ago. This move happened last week, the sell down, right? And then from the sell down, you also had the rally, right? You know, this 1.62 level has been held as support, right? As well as, you know, price all the way back down here. So, you know, just understanding what it is you're looking for in the market. But this was the EA signal that we were able to capitalize off of. We were able to catch about 225 pips on this, right? Once again, all marked off of the higher time frame. Then we are going to go ahead and move to a AU buy, right? So this AU buy was, you know, super simple. Like I told you guys when I showed you all, you know, daily resistance level was being held as respected. You know, we were able to capitalize on this for 100 and something pips. I actually caught this for, I think I exited around right here, 171 for 60 or something like that. Caught it for like, I don't know, 140 or so, right? Um, so yeah, so that was AU and EA. And just off of those 2 signals, that was over fucking 300 pips, right? So if I was comfortable, I could have stopped trading right then, right? We just did EA. Now we need to look at GA, all right? So GA was a little bit of a doozy. I actually entered this. I don't need to look at the days. I can just tell. You know, price had pushed up. Was it Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday? All right, so Monday, you know, we pushed up. I actually had entered my price when I noticed that it rejected around here. Also, if you just look at it, it's lined up with what I was anticipating, right? So there was no need for me to second guess myself, understanding that this level was just a major level of resistance. And from that level, you know, bada bang, bada boom. I told people you can either, you know, enter up here or you can wait for this. But even if you just waited right here, look at this. This is another TP smash, you know, from zone to zone, you know, a daily level to, you know, weekly level, regardless, however you're looking at it. Just understanding that trading could be a lot less complicated if you really just take the time to just spend some time on the weekend and mark this shit up the correct way, right? All right. Next thing we are looking at is GN analysis, right? All right. So on this GN analysis, once again, just trying to catch whatever it is that I can catch. Like I was telling you guys, most of my risk rewards 1 to 2, all the way up to like 1 to 5 on these long-term swings or whatever, especially if the TPs are at like 100+ pips or whatever. Those are between a 1 to 4, 1 to 5 risk reward. You can see as soon as price, if you follow along with the analysis and price came all the way back down here, boom, executed. I was able to catch this trade as well. We caught GN sells for about 121 pips, right? Which is not bad, but if you're doing the math and adding this up, these are all long-term swings, right? Another thing as well, I showed you guys all of these analysis prior to me actually coming in here and showing you how they played out, right? So I actually went like 9 for 9 this fucking week and just stopped trading because like people don't usually do that, right? I took really like no losses this fucking weekend. That's why I was content with stopping my trading on Tuesday and just enjoying the rest of my week. Because if you ask smart people, that's what they do, bro. The money's always going to be there in the market. So why force the need to trade every fucking day? Give yourself a break, bro. Your fucking brain hurts. Mine does. That's why I'm taking the fucking day. And this is also why I'm recording this a day after the fact that when I tried to upload the other video, it didn't work. I needed some time to myself, and now I've had it. Now I'm over here recording another banger. All right. So anyways, was anticipating this buy limit to come down here. Was just actually expecting price to, wick off a little bit. Price, just came down and respected this 1.30, 34, 500 level, so I could have called a sell stop, buy stop right here. But anyways, if I did follow along with this analysis, I was able to catch this one for GJ about 185 pips. You see this right here, that's like 250. And like, once again, my TPs is always hitting. They're always smashing. I don't doubt myself. I don't question myself. I just follow along with them, and I'm looking at the lower time frames to execute. EN. All right, so EN, you see that I have this red level right here. I was actually anticipating this, M pattern right here. Guess I was somewhat wrong in the sense that, now it just seems like prices probably gonna push up to this next level right here. So I won't do anything until price is, at this next level. However, yeah, I won't do anything until price gets to that level. However, the trade that we took last week, just going down to a smaller time frame so you can understand, right? Once price had got up to right here, I called my sell position. We were able to catch that for, I think, 100 and EN, we caught it for 175 pips, right? So we caught 175 pips out of the, 200+ pip drop out of the we caught 175 out of the 220 pip drop. That's good. That's like more than 75%. So I'm content with that. All right, switching gears a little bit. Now we're going to go ahead and go to USD CAD. All right. So USD CAD is actually one of the pairs this is actually like the only pair, that and GJ is the only pair I did not trade. And I was just wasn't trying to have too many things open, right? But here we go. So following along with USD CAD, proof is in the pudding, right? You guys can see this right here. I haven't altered anything. This signal was sent like 2 or 3 weeks ago. You can just tell, just looking at the 4-hour time frame. Look at so from July, literally from the beginning of July or whatever like that, this level has been respected. I was looking forward to pull back. I could have entered. I actually caught this for like 30, 40 pips or whatever like that. But this was actually a great trade that I missed last week, and this could have provided over, literally over 200 pips. And UCAD doesn't usually move like that. But for this UCAD sell, I think that we were able to capitalize on 100 pips. And that's just me being modest, right? So, anyone could have entered from these levels and just, rid it all the way back down. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. One person, and some people got to do their own homework and follow along. And then lastly, right, there's 2 more analysis. The last one that I sent to my private group was this EG trade, right? Now this EG trade, as I told you guys and was explaining, you can go back and look at the timestamp as well. When I first started this webinar, I spoke about the fact that about a couple weeks ago, I was expecting price to come back up and, reach this daily level, which I have marked with this yellow zone, right? As well as looking at this from a higher time frame. I do have this, trend line broke right here. I mean, this trend line, right? It's just for added confluence, and it's on a higher time frame. So my trend lines are usually on higher time frames of 4 hours, nothing lower than that. I don't do that 1 hour, 2-hour bullshit. It just doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense to me doesn't mean it doesn't make sense to you, right? So just looking at that from a daily, you know, you can see the 4 hour still getting rejection, still getting rejection, still getting rejections, you know. So not necessarily worried about any of this. I think that, you know, if I'm being honest, I believe that the same continuation is gonna, you know, happen next week. So EG is probably gonna, you know, be bearish. Actually EA and GA is probably gonna continue to die. I think NZD has been having some strength or whatever, but regardless, this is what I wanted to go over, okay? So just tallying up everything. I've already done this. So just tallying up everything. Let's go down to right here. And we will drop this to a daily time frame. Nope, it was on a monthly time frame. And where's our pip count? Our pip count is somewhere over here. There we go. All right. So weekly recap. All right, how I was able to capitalize off of this 1,000 pips and catch this. All right, so one, like I said, mark off my charts off the higher time frames. 2, execute off of the lower time frames. All right, 3, I make sure that my risk reward management is between 1 to 2 and 1 to 4 minimum. All right, 4, I take my profits between, you know, my partial profits between 50 to 75 pips. 5, I make sure that I move my profits to my internal wallet always. 6, I withdraw my profits and pay myself. 7, rinse, wash, and repeat. 8, achieve consistency. All right. So that's pretty much how I just wanted to end that with you all. As you guys can see, this is the weekly webinar recap, and this is how I was able to capitalize everything. Everything's right there. We caught a grand total of 1,565 pippers. Actually, probably caught a little bit more than that, but you know, just wanted to show you guys how it is that Forex Fargo you know, fillets the charts week in and week out. And as always, if you want to, you know, follow me on all socials. I have a free Telegram that has over actually it has over 400 people. I've been doing that for about 1.5 years now. I have a private Telegram where, you know, I provide mentorship, helpful tips, you know, about 5+ analysis throughout the week with the signal. So if you're interested, you know where to find me. Other than that, I wish everyone success, and we will catch you all next week. Let's get it.